Yeah, good day and salutations. Episode 13 of the Cuz It's Monday podcast is now running on your device. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about why you should lock your guns up at your house. Michael Jordan can't sell his home, and Cracker Barrel is getting woke.
The microphone is a fickle beast.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. You know, this Monday is panning out to be, I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV.
That's correct.
That's right.
That's right. You might have to stay in a Holiday Inn Express just to get refreshed.
That's right. You know, if we could only afford the Express.
That's correct.
You know, listen, in Ocala, they had that Holiday Inn,
Yeah.
6-story, and they had that beautiful Asian restaurant at the top. It was a
That's
Sky.
right. That's right.
And then they were building a hotel next to it, and we drive by it every day, and we're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's a Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
So they built a Holiday Inn.
Yeah, next to a Holiday Inn
Next to
Express.
Holiday Inn.
I mean, when you're a direct, competitor, whatever. It works.
Speaking of real estate,
Sure.
we mentioned in the opener there, Michael Jordan.
That's right.
Can't sell his home.
That's right. The GOAT. Some say the GOAT.
That's right. The go to basketball.
Yeah.
Right, because there's many it's out there.
That's correct.
So originally went on the market 10 years ago at a price tag of $29 million. Now, this estate is 56,000 plus square feet.
Jesus H. Christ. That's a lot.
On 7 acres. Okay. And in the story, the realtor states that it is uniquely Michael Jordan's home.
Right.
Right, obviously. So there's probably like a 23 in the floor, or there's probably,
All sorts of, yeah.
But they've reduced the price over the last 10 years. And they've reduced it to $14.8 million is currently the number. Actually, it's 14.8.
That's a little low.
5.5 and some change. But the numbers coincidentally add up to the number 23. If you had them all
come
together.
on. Come on.
So he's offered to, if you buy his home, throw in an entire set from original production date to current set of Jordans. Now it's not stated whether they'll be in your size,
Right.
but
Yeah, size 15 if you need it.
Right, you can have a whole set.
That's
right. Listen. I'm looking at a picture of the gate. The gate has a number 23 in the gate.
Yeah. That's great. So
Right.
unless you like the number 23 and you're an actual Michael Jordan fan, you're going to do a lot of remodeling.
Right. $14,855,000 is the exact number.
Now, this is my thing. When they build these houses and they customize them and shit like that, why put stuff in there that's going to make it harder for you to sell that house? Because now it's, like the realtor said, it's uniquely Michael Jordan.
Uniquely.
So that means there's a lot of stuff in there you're going to go, I don't want that. So I'm going to have to spend.
Wait, you remember MTV Cribs?
Oh, yeah.
And they used to always go to all these rappers' houses and stuff.
Right.
And you'd see their cars and their whatnots. Yeah. They all had monogram, like foyer tile decorations. They all had.
Yeah, but for the most part, they had silly little Scarface posters, which you could take that down.
Right.
And everything else is pretty much customizable to your.
You take the Cavassier and the Cristal out of the fridge.
I'd keep that in there.
And the posters off the wall.
Sure.
Well, I would demand that it stays.
That's right.
Because I'm going to need to celebrate buying this very expensive house.
I am going to pop the bottle outside, though, so I don't ruin the marble.
But, listen, man.
That's just that.
You have a point.
That's $15 million lower than what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Well, no. The original price was $29 million.
Oh, that's what he bought it for?
No. That's what he's selling it for.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But now he's selling it for $14 million?
Now $14,855,000. So that it all adds up to 3.
Let's stop.
Lucky number. His original asking price was $517 per square foot. It's now down to $265 per square foot. Which
how many? 56,000.
56,000 square feet.
My God.
Dude.
Does it come with 17 Roombas? Because that's a lot to clean.
I know. And you think about it, whoever moves into this mansion is obviously going to have the staff
to
run it. because this is a house you have to run.
I mean,
this isn't a house you come home to every day and you sit down.
There's a joke. I mean,
and you relax.
Do you have to get?
No, don't do that.
I mean,
don't do it.
Some help?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Boots.
No, no boots and cats and boots and cats. No.
Boots and cats.
I made say it real fast. But that's how you teach a kid how to beatbox, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
But I mean, you're gonna have to have a staff to run this place, right? Now, you don't necessarily need a chef or anything like that, but you're gonna need a full-time cleaning crew. I mean, it's
Where's
even
his house at? Is it North Carolina?
It didn't say in the story, so I don't know.
Because he's had one in North Carolina and then and around Illinois for a while when he was playing for the Bulls.
Oh no, this was one in Chicago. Okay. This is Chicago home. Right. Yeah. So this is their OG for when he was playing with the Bulls.
My God.
So this is how long that he's wanted to sell
56,000 square.
56,000. I mean, dude. Think of it this way. I know you're not very familiar with this, but when you don't have a room in your house that you don't touch,
right,
it still gets dirty.
That's correct.
Right.
So lots of Molly mids is what I'm saying.
Right. And that's not hey, I need a crew over here before I have a friend stay the night.
No.
It's got to be done all the time.
No. You literally have to go to the nearest Scores or any gentleman's nightclub and hire the whole staff to come in and clean your house.
Well, pretty much you just have to call from the address and phone number. They'll know.
True. That is right. I mean,
but listen, what I'm saying is like there is no one person on earth,
no
man, woman, nor child, they could clean that house completely from top to bottom every day.
No way in hell.
Not to mention the pool that has a island in the middle that has grass on it.
So you're telling me?
So now you have to mow
island boy.
Yeah, now you have to be an island boy and mow your grass in the middle of your pool and not get that shit all in the pool. You know what I'm saying?
This weed eater doesn't come with a bag.
Right, exactly. I mean, what kind of apparatus do you need to do that?
There's no way that nothing
out there with scissors.
There's no way that any of the blades of grass will not end up in the pool.
And we all know. Damn it! We all know in the state of Florida. Listen, it's the Bong Show, and by bong we mean.
That's right.
Okay. Anyway,
welcome.
So, listen, there is no way anybody that knows you live in the state of Florida, you have to mow your grass in the summer every week at minimum.
At minimum.
Some people do it twice a week.
I mean, that's a little silly, but yeah, I get it.
People who like manicured lawns, manicured toes, and manicured things.
I mean,
but listen, my point to that being is, if you don't get out that swimming pool, even in the winter in Chicago, and mow your grass,
right?
Well, I guess it would die in the winter, but if you don't get out there at least once a week with your scissors,
well, at the very least. 2 months, you may have to mow your grass. 3 months at the most.
I mean, how do you get the push lawnmower with the bagger over
That's
the pool?
what I'm saying. How do you get the kayak and put the lawnmower on it? Just kayak yourself to the island.
You're going to need a pool ferry.
No. I just wouldn't want it because there's probably too much shit in there. You're like, okay, in this room, there's... the face plates for the lights have a 23 on it, and the chandelier has 23 fucking whatevers, and it's like, okay, dude, how much do you love yourself? I know you love yourself,
unless you're a Jordan fan, right? You are going to want to change this house,
right?
And so you're going to buy it for $14.9 million, and then you're going to put probably that in remodeling it.
Because damn well he's got marble something with 23 in it that you're going to have to chip the fuck out and replace.
Now, if I did buy it, I would pick the most Michael Jordan room and keep it Michael Jordan room as like a tribute.
Well, if it gives you all the shoes, because you're not going to be able to wear them, and you might, if you sell them, you might be able to recoup the money for the remodeling.
No, that'll be your grass mowing bill for your pool for...
That's my retirement money there. Don't touch it.
Listen, we all dream of having the big house.
Yeah.
Up on the hill. Yeah. But that's too big.
I'm not anymore.
Giant waste of money.
It is a giant waste of money. And oh my God, did you imagine the property tax?
Oh, $110,000 a year.
Oh, what?
$110,000 a year.
Oh, fuck you with that.
I'm just saying. It's only on 7 acres. You don't pay it on the house. You pay it on the acreage. So 110,000 a year.
Yeah, but even in Illinois,
Well, apparently in Illinois, because that's what the story says. He pays 110,000 in property taxes every year.
that's not bad.
No. So if he's not using the home and the home is paid for, his bill to run that house at minimum is 110,000 a year. Not to mention he probably has to keep some kind of staff in there to keep up on the home.
Yep.
Right. They probably get free lodging and whatever. They live there.
Right.
Right. And they're allowed to use the kitchens and whatnot. Whatever.
There's just one house. There's no guest house or
No.
anything
That's
like
one
that.
house. One house. I mean, there might be a pool house. I don't know, but but they have to mow the grass. They have to trim the trees, trim the bushes, do all the exterior shit. They got to clean the house every day. They got to.
I don't like it. Not for me.
So
I'll pass.
you're probably talking. Let's say you pay people, which would be asshole move, but $10 an hour. Wage at 40 hours a week to run your home, and you probably need a staff of 4 or 5 to keep that house up.
Yeah, ain't no way, dude. No way. No way.
I mean, that's what.
That's for that amount to do that let's just say he does it every week, once a week.
Mm-hmm.
The dusting and all that. You need at least a crew of 10 people to do 50. I mean, that's going to take
you
all
can't
day.
say once a week at 56,000 square feet, because by the time you get from one end of the house to the other, you got to start right back over at the beginning of the house. There's no break in between.
Listen, at that point in time, at that many millions, if you don't get some hella good filters to keep the dust down,
filters. Right?
That's right. They're called hella good.
Hella good.
Also, it comes with a free tub of French onion dip. It's hella good dip.
This podcast sponsored by the Hella Dip Company.
That just no. I don't care if I have that much money to spend. I don't want that big of a house.
I don't either. That's my point.
I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath right now.
Yeah.
Some would consider it 4. And it's too big. Just give me a 2-bedroom condo.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need.
See, I'm a man who likes space.
Yeah.
So I would like the 4-bedroom house by myself.
Right.
But a modest size.
No.
2,600 square feet max. But where I'm going to have most of my time and most of my room is in my garage/workshop setup.
Well, yeah.
That's going to be as big as the house.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have, nice, modest 2-bedroom and watch the landscaping company.
One side for woodworking, one side for automotive paint and body.
No. That's too much.
Fabrication.
That's too much.
Listen, I've had thoughts and
listen, I know how to use the tools. I just don't want to.
Will you come over and watch me use them?
Sure.
All right.
Sure. I'll film it and be like, listen, welcome to this old garage.
Welcome to this old spouse.
And then I'll drive back to my condo and watch the landscaping company and everybody else just do everything else while I go to the top.
You know what you might enjoy?
And watch out the window and go, you know what? I used to sweat like that. But now that I'm drinking my mint julep inside my 68-degree apartment, I feel nice. I feel nice and refreshed.
That's right. They put 2 air conditioners in his condo.
2 of them. 68 degrees. So when most people come around, they go, do you have a parka I could borrow? Because it's cold in here.
No, but if you can't stay in the cold, don't stay at my house.
That's correct. That's correct.
Because people who know are going to bring their own jacket. Why the members only jacket in summertime? Right. Well, we're going to Steven's house.
Yeah,
so.
my welcome Matt's going to say no sweat ever.
Listen, y'all think he's joking, but he's not. Because when we used to run together, middle of the winter, I would break the curtains open to come up front, and he had the AC on.
That's right. Low, but I had it on.
Low doesn't matter when it's 40 degrees outside. I mean, it's 40 degrees in the cab.
It keeps
thank God
fresh.
Thank God the climate controls are separate. I could keep it at a comfortable 70 something at the back. And then as soon as I'd break the curtains open and the heat would waft out from the back, you'd see him go, oh, and he reached down and turned up 1 notch. just 1 notch.
Let me make it comfortable for you.
That's right. Let me make it. No, I'm talking about the fan. You would turn it up 1 notch to regulate all that heat back down.
Yes.
To said 48 degrees.
Because when you opened up the curtains, it was a literal heat wave.
That's right. Never wore pants, by the way. Always shorts. Always shorts and breathable company T-shirt.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Oh, in 40 degrees.
Right. Which it does 2 things. It helps you scurry to wherever you're going, set truck stop or whatever, so you don't dilly-dally around.
You don't ever scurry. That's not a...
I mean, brisk walk.
I've seen you run one time in my life.
That's right.
And that was to prove a point to a wiener dog.
That's correct.
But other than that, you don't scurry, sir.
I love that.
You
story.
mosey.
I took off like a bat out of hell, and he was ahead of me, and he was all enjoying life. I'm running away, and
look
this
on
fat
that
man
dog's
will
face.
not catch me until he turns around, and I'm right on his ass like molasses.
You were next to him saying, "Do you want to go? Let's fucking go."
Yes.
To a wiener dog.
That's right.
And the
he
look on
stared
his
at me
face.
went,
the look
"Oh,
on his-
no."
The look on his face when he turned and saw you running right next to him, he went, "Ah," and he just stopped. He's like, "All right, all right."
That's right.
And you picked his ass up. You're like, "Yeah, motherfucker," and you're walking up back to over the ditches and through the woods.
That's right. I will not be beaten by a weirder dog. Giggity.
No, I mean, save all that. So yeah, I mean, listen, nice home,
Yeah, it's
somewhere,
fantastic,
but
no,
listen, 56,000 square feet, way too big.
That's terrible.
Most of you don't have 56,000 square feet in your yard.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, how many square feet is a quarter acre? I don't know.
I can't do that.
Okay, Google. How many square feet is a quarter acre of land?
0.25 acres is equal to 10,890 square feet.
10,900 or 10,890 square feet. So
5 times that, so it'd be
5 times that.
Like
It'd be an
an
acre and a quarter just in house space. Bro, I live on an acre here. That's what I mow. So all of that is his house space.
I mean,
From the road to behind the shed in the back,
No.
all his house space.
no, thank you. No, that's just too much. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. I mean, it's great for him and all, but he should have thought about that. What does he have? 5 kids? I think he's got 5 kids.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
still.
Everybody gets their own wing.
Yeah.
Their own quarter acre.
Now, see, when my dad and I were tiling some houses up in Georgia, we realized that, like in Florida, we have 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes, right?
Right.
So the master bedroom has its own bathroom for the adults.
That's right.
And then it's assumed that the children will share a bathroom.
Right.
In Georgia, every bedroom has, well, the house at least we tile, every bedroom has a bathroom.
I mean,
So it's a 5-bedroom, 5-bath
that's
house.
that's what we call highfalutin.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a putting green on the ground floor. But listen, that's not important. What is important is that, it got me thinking. I'm like, why not do that?
True.
Do you know how many arguments would be squashed with, well, I didn't do that, I did that. No, go clean your bathroom.
That's right. That's right.
And you walk into your kid's room and you look at their bathroom and go, this is atrocious. You clean it.
Yeah.
There's no, well, so-and-so, no. This is your bathroom.
That's right.
You clean it.
That's right. Here's some scrubby bubbles. And have fun.
hmm And how nice would it be as a child to wake up every morning and get in your own personal shower? Now, they weren't huge bathrooms, right? They were like the
One
typical,
vanity,
plastic,
two
one,
vanity.
one vanity, one toilet, small shower.
That's all I need.
Right. But could you imagine getting up and getting out of bed and, getting yourself a drinky poo and then getting in your shower and getting ready in your bathroom and all that? And you never have to leave your room.
I would literally have my own hot plate, my own mini fridge.
Well, if I was a kid,
No. Even if, believe me.
I would have a little fridge. I mean, Scooter has a fridge in his room.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, a little wine cooler.
And he can buy his own drinks and keep them in there and nobody touches them. And, I would do that. And he has a microwave in there so he can heat up his Hot Pocket, or whatever he eats.
That's right.
That was originally Hot Pockets.
That's
but
right.
He, like, cooks pizza and all sorts of shit in there.
I mean, no.
We don't see him much. He doesn't really eat dinner with the fam anymore.
In my professional opinion, that still wouldn't fly, and I would have to hire a maid to clean everybody's bathroom. I'm just saying.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Teach the kid to clean their own shit.
Teach the kids, he says.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody hear that? Teach
Yeah,
the
I did.
kids. No.
You can live in squalor.
No.
No, I'm not paying for a maid to clean your
You know,
bathroom.
I would do that just so it keeps the boogs out. You know what I'm saying?
The boogs.
The boogs.
No, you spray the kids and the bathrooms for the butts.
I'll spray
That's
the kids.
cheaper. That's cheaper.
Put your hands up. I got to spray you.
That's right. Spin
No.
around. Spin around. Cover your eyeballs.
Yeah. No, in my several years of professionalism, that doesn't work.
Someday we're going to have to explain your patented 2-week program
Yes,
to
I will.
our viewers. Someday, but
we'll
not
make
today.
a video that way, and with all the whoosh, whoosh.
You remember?
You too could.
You remember when that particular show we used to watch that shall remain nameless, and they would watch a news story and there'd be swooshes and
Yes.
fades on it. They'd be like, "Oh, those are expensive. That's like $5 a swoosh." Swoosh, swoosh.
Breaking news.
This video cost him $67. What's happening? But anyway, speaking of speaking of
What have yous and whatnots.
in the news today, Cracker Barrel.
The old Cracker
The
Barrel.
staple. Cracker
staple,
Barrel.
that's right.
You know, where you used to go with your family and you'd sit on the front porch and look at the fancy Amish-built rocking
Sure.
chairs. then
And
you'd
play oversized checkers.
oversized
That's
checkers. And then you'd walk around the gift shop and ask mommy for all the toys. And
All the
she'd
candy.
tell you no
That's
because,
right.
they're cheap toys that are going to break in two fucking days.
That's right.
Other than Cracker being in their name, they're sparking controversy today.
I
Allegedly.
can't even imagine what smaller balls of syrup.
No, I mean
Because we're already
it's
tiny.
pretty impossible for Cracker Barrel to strike controversy.
I mean, I'm
with their food, but
pretty sure there's a joke in there, but I'm gonna wait.
Cracker Barrel is typically known for their rocking chairs and morning meals on the roads during vacation. But recently, the restaurant chain ruffled a few feathers.
I mean, is it chip related?
No,
Oh, okay.
no chips. Nothing was removed or forced to change from or what people normally enjoy
Right.
from the restaurant. They added the addition of, well, okay, so when you go to Cracker Barrel, you say I would like the whatever meal, right?
I'll take
And
the sausage links.
right,
Thanks.
would you like toast biscuit or blah blah blah? Would you like hash browns or home fries? Would
Always
you
the
like-
hash brown casserole.
Always hash brown casserole. Right.
That's right.
What kind of meat would you like? Bacon,
Sure.
sausage link or patty,
Either or. Whatever
or
you got.
impossible?
No, that's impossible for me.
Impossible. Cracker Barrel introduced Impossible Food sausage on their social media, leading to people flooding the company with comments.
Good. Enough with the plant base.
Listen,
Grossness.
I don't give two shits if they offer it. I'm just not going to order it.
Well, what they should do is put it on the back of the menu where it says copyright Cracker Barrel on the bottom there on the very
Right
very
at the
back
bottom
you
of the
go,
time.
We do have impossible meat. Thanks.
Well, listen,
That's it.
I mean, you think about it though. Vegans don't go to their restaurant really and eat,
No.
right? I mean, listen. Some vegan ideology says you can't eat eggs.
That's correct.
Some vegan ideology says it's okay,
That's right.
right? Depending on
That's right.
your holier than thou version of it.
That's correct.
I don't think though that they're going to breakfast. If they're a hardcore vegan, they're not going to breakfast going, dang, I wish there was a sausage option.
Right. So let's just say they're not going to eat the eggs. They're not going to eat the pancakes because that's made with.
Oh, that's made with
Eggs.
Yeah, eggs and all
That's
that.
right. So they're not going to eat. They might eat the hash brown, but then again, what's in the hash brown casserole is probably some eggs because it sticks together. So they're going to use
there's
a binding
cheese.
agent.
There's cheese. Yeah.
There's cheese.
That's the binding agent.
Which, again, if you're that hardcore.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying.
So what are you going to have? You're going to have impossible sausage links or patties, whatever you choose. You know?
I mean, the hardcore
And a
vegans,
salad?
The hardcore vegans aren't going there.
No.
Period.
And
Especially
why
not
was
for
it a
breakfast.
big deal for them to come up with this? That's what I want to know. There was that many complaints on the comment card says you don't have any impossible or plant-based vegan options? Please.
Yeah, they probably have some. I mean, you think about the restaurants, the amount of restaurants they have, and the amount of people that
Yeah,
go to the
salad.
restaurants, and the amount of Karens that are out
That's
there.
right.
There are probably enough. enough.
Salads. Maybe a fruit plate. Maybe a vegetable plate.
Not to mention the Impossible Foods brand is probably pestering everybody who owns a restaurant in a national chain because they want their meats out there.
I do have a question.
Sure.
You think they're ever going to be an Impossible KFC?
I mean, they'd have to serve
That would be gross.
chicken nuggets, I guess. But I don't think.
You want a bucket of Impossible meat? No,
I don't.
No, I don't. Thank you. I'll pass.
I don't think that someone is going to go to a fried chicken restaurant looking for a vegan option.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Nobody goes to Cracker Barrel looking for a salad. They go for the fantastic biscuits and gravy,
Right.
the pancakes, the eggs,
Which
the
biscuits and
casseroles.
gravy you can eat as a vegan, can you not?
No.
No.
How do they make biscuits?
Bro, they eat soup with beef broth. So, I mean,
But it's beef broth. It's
Right.
not. It's not.
well,
biscuit,
it's probably
pancake
veggie broth.
mix. I think
Probably
the ghosts
veggie
are
broth.
coming.
Yeah. That's probably why veggie broth exists.
Yeah, yeah, sure. If you want to just drink fucking broth, sure. Have a Swanson day. I don't give a shit. But you're not going to Cracker Barrel for any of that. You're going to have a steak and eggs,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. Biscuits and gravy, also fantastic. Everything that you're going to see in there is either A, going to get you fat, it's going to go to your hips, and it'll probably give you high cholesterol.
Go to your hips.
I mean, I know a guy.
Biggest.
I can't eat that. It goes to my hips.
That's another thing. One of our friends is going to a plant-based diet because he's hearing all these doctors say that that's just the way to go. Prevents inflammation and blah, blah, blah. I told him, I said, listen, it's never going to happen because you're going to pass the fuck out during the day because you're not going to have enough protein, first of all, and enough energy. Because the way you're thinking of eating said plant-based diet, it's never going to happen.
Okay, is this
Bitch hips. Viking man.
really? Well, he's educated enough to research the proper protein sources.
I understand. But,
however,
you know
I
as well
have-
as I do.
I have-
Sometimes early in the morning when he's going to work and he doesn't have any options, he goes to
Dunkin' Donuts. He gets
And?
well, I don't
Mac
know.
of the Donuts.
Oh well, I didn't know McDonald's. He used
That's
to stop every morning on the phone with me and go to get two whatever breakfast sandwiches from
Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Yeah.
And they're usually croissants and plenty of cheese and bacon and
Yeah.
sausage.
Well, no, a lot of Dunkin' Donuts' shit is actually vegan, and you don't know it.
I listen. Egg whites with
Well, egg
fish,
whites, yeah, but most of the other shit, the sausage and all that, it's either
Sausage.
turkey or it's impossible. Just so you know.
Thanks for telling me that. Now I'm going to bypass, go straight to the donut section. Thank you.
Yeah, and, well, that I stopped going to Dunkin' Donuts when you pull up and go, what bagels do you have left at 6:30 in the morning? We have plain and we have everything. What, you don't have any onion? No. How, dude? You just
Yeah.
opened 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And you know
And
that-
if you know that your
That's your
onion bagels are that popular,
right.
order an extra bag.
right. Well, they don't order them; they make them. But yeah.
Listen, that's what they claim, but
Listen,
I've seen
I've
the
tiled
truck.
the kitchen.
I've seen the truck.
Yeah, they make them in one central location and then deliver them to all 5 of the franchises. That's why the one on 40 has a kitchen in the back that makes all that. I know, I tiled it. And we used to know the owner.
So you're telling me
But-
if I go in there, the grout joints are on point.
Well, no, I think they remodeled it since the last time we tiled it.
You mean the one that's got the Baskin Robbins on 40?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, all, that whole.
didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, that's why when you go in, only the half the building is the
Yeah.
the donuts and the ice cream because the rest of the half is
Listen,
the kitchen.
I know America runs on Dunkin', but if I'm going to
I
go,
don't listen.
if I'm going to go for a donut, it's going to be Krispy Kreme. You don't like Krispy? The fresh one, like the one in Orlando, come right off the what haveys and the whatnots.
Okay, I
Or
can't
the
personally-
Tasty
I can't-
donuts.
Listen, I have had Tastios and they're good.
Yeah.
My thing, I've never had a donut right off the rack at Krispy Kreme, but I have had Krispy Kreme donuts,
It'll melt in your mouth
and they're
in your
just
hand.
kind of overboard for me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the amount of donut to frosting ratio is just too much.
See, there's a lot of things that are un-American, and I'm Canadian.
Now I will say,
I'm like more frosting to dough ratio because sometimes the dough is too fucking much. You know what I'm saying?
about here? Right? Yeah, I get it, but
Listen, it's baking facts. It's Baking Fat Monday.
I don't.
I like me a French cruller. All right.
I mean,
It's not
I
bad.
will eat a Krispy Kreme donut, but I don't find it to be the best.
I like Bavarian cream. You would, Jimmy. You would.
Yeah. Well, my favorite is the Boston cream. It's
I do
my
like the
favorite
Boston
donut.
cream. I do.
Yeah. And in my later years, fan of the jelly. Yeah. I mean, I see your face right now, but I didn't used to like them as a kid
I like them.
because I used to always
Most
get
everybody
stuck with the
doesn't because
fucking
usually they
lemon one.
use raspberry filling
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
And most people don't like raspberry, which again is un-American.
Well, I like raspberry, but I used to always get stuck with.
I feel like I need to pinch myself because I'm in a fucking.
I said I like raspberry. I don't.
I thought you
understand what
said you didn't like raspberry.
No. I like raspberry, and I cannot lie. But the reason why I didn't like the
You
jelly
like
donut
strawberries.
as a kid is because I used to always get stuck with the fucking lemon meringue.
Oh yeah. Well,
One.
see, that's not bad.
It's not, but when you're
key lime pie?
expecting raspberry or grape, and you get lemon, you know,
Yeah. Very chat.
yeah, and then you add lemon with your coffee, and you're just like, gross.
Little orange juice with your mouthwash.
I mean, listen, it is a very big staple. Dunkin' Donuts up north.
Yes.
Everybody, Dunkin' Donuts.
Everybody.
Maybe a Tim Hortons, maybe.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my thing is I don't like their coffee. It tastes like dirt
Yeah.
to me.
I'm not a big Dunkin' Donuts.
And then
fan.
they have a decent dark roast, but you have to. It's like fucking made to order. You pull in at 4:00 in the afternoon when I'm going to work and go, "Do you have any dark roast?" Well, we'd have to make a pot, and we're not going to make a pot just for you. So,
No.
oh, okay. Well, what about if I ordered the whole pot? The coffee in the bag, shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, we could do that, but it's going to take 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, run on this fucking Dunkin'. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to Starbucks where they'll brew me anything I want to. Fuckers.
Listen, everybody's got their own preference. I'm just saying, I'm not a big.
I don't like
Dunkin'
Starbucks
Donuts
as a company, but I like their products.
fan. Yeah. Every time you go in there, I
don't go
You
in there.
inhale and you feel more pretentious as you inhale.
I don't go in there. I go to the drive-through, or I buy the
Sister
K cups
loves
through the.
Starbucks. So every time we see a Starbucks, we have to go into Starbucks.
Well, that's because she's wearing $100 jeans. Mm-hmm. No, I don't go in.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I saw a video.
I don't like paying $7 for a coffee. That to me bugs me. $7 for a fucking.
Well,
I'm sorry. A grande or a venti. Shut the fuck up with your Italian names because you're not even
Right.
Italian. You're from Seattle.
Well,
So let's settle down.
My favorite clip is the guy walks in
Yes.
and he goes, "I'd like a large
Paul
coffee."
Rudd.
Yeah, and he's like, "She's like, you mean you want a grande?" He goes, "No, grande doesn't mean large."
No.
And he goes, "Venti also doesn't mean large, and it's also no. The only one that you have here that means large is whatever, and two of those are Italian, and so you're dumb in two languages or something."
That's
That was
right.
my favorite.
One of them is Spanish.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. Whatever the
it's
name of it is.
hilarious because it's true. And they look at you when you say, "Can I get a large?" They'll look at you and go,
Do you know what show
"Give me
that's
a
from?
venti." No, but it's on YouTube. Just type in Paul Rudd ordering coffee. I'm pretty sure it'll come up.
Yeah, probably.
It's just hilarious because it's then if you happen to get one of their pastry
Starbucks scene. No shit.
they're dry as fuck.
No shit. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this without an ad.
Sure.
No, hold on. We'll wait for the ad to play.
I mean,
And then-
let it play.
Yeah. One of two ads, by the way. It'll skip in 5 seconds, but this is like the quintessential no shit, right?
Good morning. Can I take your order? Can I get a tall chai?
Large black coffee.
A what?
Large black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
He means a venti. Yeah, the biggest one you got. A venti is large.
No, Venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Look.
That's correct. That's right. Love it.
Love it. It's just that but that's the type of simple common sense that doesn't exist in America
No, it
today.
does not. No,
Starbucks says grande, so grande means grande.
that's right.
Yeah.
They're very fancy with their shit, and I don't like it. I don't care.
I will go to the drive-through, but listen, dude. I get normal coffee, cream and sugar.
You don't get the caramel macchiato?
No, I don't ever get none
bullshit?
of that crap. No, I don't even get that crap from McDonald's. You know, the
Every once
mocha
in a while,
bullshit. I
I'll
don't
indulge.
I don't. But here's the thing. I watched a video the other day of this person going through the drive-thru, and they literally got 20 different, low-fat latte, all this crap, right? And the person opens the door and literally throws the coffee in their face.
Good.
Because
Good.
it's not even coffee.
No. Go home, buy some cashew milk, and shut the fuck up.
Cashew.
I mean, what the fuck?
No cashew.
It's like it's supposed to be very impressive,
Right.
When you order this, and this with that low fat, half calf,
Well,
shut the fuck up.
You know what that all comes from?
Coffee and cream.
But you know what that all comes from? It comes from people wanting coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Then they come out with the delicious coffee options, like the frozen shit that people drink, right? And then they
Right.
started drinking that, and then
Yeah.
doctors went, "Whoa, that's got more sugar
Correct.
than a fucking gallon of sugar. What
Yep.
are you doing? Don't
Yep.
drink that." So then, we'll offer soy and cashew milk and almond milk and all this other stuff instead of milk, and we'll Splenda and Sweet and Low and blah 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 and all these artificial sweeteners, and so that's their way to get their fancy fucking bullshit
Right.
in a healthier way.
Sure.
When it's not
Also-
healthier, just don't drink it.
Also, it's mainly used by people who have either teacup dogs that they put in their purse. What? Exactly. And or fancy what have yous and whatnots that they drive, and they just want to be healthy. What do you mean, what? When they order all that shit, come on. You ever seen a teacup Yorkie in a purse?
I mean, I
That's
know
how
a guy who used to drive a Benny that used to go.
And listen, that was under protest. And I could have sworn it was we were
Now
doing
I know.
85 miles an hour.
Now
You
I
told me
know.
we weren't.
You were doing 75, and now I know why you couldn't drink the diesel, because
That's right.
you were in your fancy car.
That's correct.
And it didn't, have caramel and.
Listen, I understand why they buy them for over there, because the streets are smaller.
What do you mean for over there?
For over across the pond,
England.
That's right.
Okay.
Over there. You know what I'm saying? Here, on our massive highways and byways, not safe, not comfortable, not safe. I wouldn't fucking do that. So especially when you see the little smart cars on the fucking highway.
Yeah.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
You're asking for it.
Mm-hmm. You're asking for it.
That's right. That's right.
Look at the way.
That's
that
why we
car's
drive our big
dressed.
pick 'em up trucks. I'm sorry, slick pick 'em up trucks. Hillbilly Deluxe. You know?
That's only in the South, though.
Just don't get me started with that.
Okay.
Because, people won't like me.
Well, I mean,
Listen, one thing I got to say, and I'm pretty sure this is.
listen, we got 40 minutes. We can talk
Okay.
about why people don't like
squatted
you.
trucks fucking suck, and that's stupid. I
What
don't
does?
understand. Squatted
Squatted. Oh yeah.
trucks
Yeah.
are fucking retarded.
I think we can all agree.
Yes,
if
I
you're,
said
if you're,
the R
if you're
word.
listening to this, you agree to that. I could pretty much
I
say
do
that.
believe yes, for the majority, yes. I don't understand it. I understood the lowrider craze.
Yeah.
I still get it.
Yep.
I understand the speaker craze where it's
Yep.
boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Let me hear you say wayo. I get all that. I don't get that part though. Your headlights are way too high now, and you're going to get blinky blinks everywhere. 2, if you're not tall, and now you got to look over the dash and the hood because you just have to.
Why do you need to see over the hood?
That's what I keep saying. But everybody that I drive with has to drive on the steering wheel.
Listen,
I can't see over the hood. Listen, by the time it gets to that part, you've already hit it.
Okay, you're making me uncomfortable
Alright,
without
let's
your
go.
cup in your mic right now. But listen, I was part of
Cup the mics, cup the balls.
cup and mics. I love.
That's our new T-shirt. Cup and mics.
I love, with a picture of you doing this. Right. I was part of the lowrider scene when I was younger.
Right.
I had one. I understood like the hydros and the airbags. I understood the dragging of the, the titanium plates that they weld to their bumper. I get all that. I do not understand squatted trucks though.
No.
I don't understand. First of all, I know how expensive it is to lift a truck. I know because I did it.
That's right.
Right? So why you would pay all of that money for half a lift and not put the ass end on, number one. And that's the biggest comment people make. Looks like he couldn't pay for all of his live,
Right.
Like, I understood even when I got out of mini trucking and got into the lifted shit. Going to the mud hole and seeing trucks that they called bulldogging. Right. Which meant that the ass end was lower than the front end, but it was not sagging.
Right.
Like these trucks. And that was for protraction of transfer of power, that kind of thing. Right. But at the same time, I mean, listen, are we crotchety old fuckers that just see something stupid and say...
Probably.
Yeah, but I don't see the point in it, though. Like, so much so that they outlawed it, I do believe.
Listen, I can guarantee you.
In one of the Carolinas, north or south, they outlawed...
Good.
The Carolina squat. They outlawed it.
Good. I would guarantee you that our generation, the best generation, which was, World War II generation, and the generation before that, and maybe the generation after us, I know for a fact that there's some shit that they're going to say that this is stupid. Like people putting fucking hooks in their backs and hanging from hooks off of chains and shit.
2 chains?
Because, 2 chains or 3 chains. I don't know.
Right.
But that kind of...
Well, body
it's not
morph,
really...
body morph shit. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, listen.
First of all, if you're going to tattoo your face like the lizard guy and split your fucking tongue, good luck getting on Indeed and getting a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they need to discriminate. I'm just saying you can't put that guy at Kinko's making copies. Nobody's going to want to come in.
I believe that if you're going to go to that point, you already have another plan.
You probably should have a lot of money in the bank, or you're playing FanDuel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe they're carnies.
Yeah. If they're carnies, I'm hey, there's a market for that. Whatever. You're a carny, whatever. But
listen, in our lifetime, we've seen
to bind myself on ropes. No, that's gross. That's gross.
Listen, that's like your opinion, man. But listen,
I don't care how many shades of gray there is. There's some shades that maybe 48, maybe not 50. Maybe there's 48 shades that you do.
You mean 48
skip the
shades
2.
that you do?
No, that most people should do.
Oh,
I
is this a health and safety?
It is health and safety. That's right. I mean, you've seen Love Got Me in the ER.
Yeah. It used to be a favorite show.
That's right.
Yeah. But listen, like there are just in our lifetime. I mean, we've seen the fact that tattoos have become more accepted.
Yeah, I can even understand branding.
I can't. Oh, dude, I mean, okay, listen, I watched a show a long time ago, and it talked about the tattooing. It talked about the body morphing where, like, they put dots in their foreheads
or horns
under the scene. Right. And branding. But the most extreme was gunshot.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. You could go to a guy and pay him $600 and pick your caliber that you want to be shot with, and he shoots you with it. And then... like, there's an ambulance there all ready to take you to the hospital. Now he doesn't shoot you like in the heart or the whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He shoots you like in the side or in the arm fat or something like that, right? But then
so you could say you've been shot.
Yeah,
I mean, 50 Cent got shot 9 times.
I mean, he does brag about it though.
Well, now he walks with a limp.
Just saying. Right. I mean, but his wasn't intentional. But what I'm saying is
right.
This guy had like Snap-on style toolbox full of revolvers and 9mm and all that, and he'd pull it out and then, where would you like it? Oh, I'd like it in my love handle. Okay, and boom, he shoots you, and then covers gunshot wound. Packs it, and then EMTs take you to ER to get said surgery to fix and whatnot. Yeah, and you $600. Which is cheaper than a lot of tattoos.
I was going to say that it's relatively cheap to get shot. But still, that's just...
Oh, and all the waivers.
Oh, yeah. Guess who's knocking on heaven's door? Right. Excuse me, sir. Did you
7.62 millimeter.
I am in a world.
But I would have to get that tattooed. If I did do that, I'd have to get that tattooed above it. What caliber it was and what date I was shot.
I would also have the guy slip you something to fall asleep so he could tattoo something else around it that says douche. If you're going to do that. Because that's just stupid.
That's right.
Now, if you get shot in a hunting accident, you go, look,
I mean,
Well,
cupping mics.
That's right.
We're
Cupping
going to
mics.
say
That's
douche.
right. Douche. We have to get that. It's too douche.
I mean, I know where
Cupping
there's a
mics.
T-shirt printer for sale.
Yep. Well,
So,
might be able to get a discount.
I mean, listen, some people pay $600 to get shot. Other people get shot for free. You know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Why pick? Listen, if I'm going to pay $600 to get shot, I'm going to go to the more impoverished section of the town, the ghetto, and I'm going to take $600. I'm going to buy me some good drugs.
Right.
I'm going to get shot in the process, but I'm still going to have said drugs after I go to the hospital. I'm going to enjoy myself for $600.
Why are you assuming that you're going to get shot?
What do you mean? Look at me.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I will glow in the dark in the pale
If
moonlight.
you ring said ding dong doorbell and ding
Right.
dong, and you
Right.
walk into the fucking house to buy the drugs, they're
That's
going
right.
to let you
Listen,
leave.
listen.
You've already bought them.
My teeth glow in the dark under black light. So you know the section
but
of the
that's-
population that's going to either A, run, or B, shoot me.
Listen, but that is an interesting, icebreaker.
Who that
when,
there?
When
Oh.
you're sitting in the said drug dealer's fucking living room
Right.
and he's trying to figure out, you just smile and go, look, how could I be a cop with teeth like these?
Are you a knack?
I mean, I couldn't be an undercover knack. I got these teeth.
Not a knack.
That's right.
Listen, I know there's everybody's got their own what have yous, whatnots, kinks, pinks, whatever the fuck you want to. We got to stop at some point.
Do we
Getting shot on purpose is not healthy, mentally
no.
or physically or
Well,
otherwise.
and dude, I saw this show easily 10 years ago. So,
But like I said, the branding, I understand.
uh-huh.
If everybody watches the show Yellowstone, they all get branded.
That's
it's supposed
right.
to be like a,
It's a
unity
yeah.
family type of thing.
Yeah.
You okay? Branded, fine. Tattooed, great. Some body piercings, sure, to a point. To a point. When you're getting horns stuck in top of your head and you're getting all sorts of weird shit put in, I even understand butt implants. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So I'm
I
showing
don't
that, which
because
is
I got
really gross.
I got plenty, so I don't need it.
I mean, they could take a little off here, a little off there for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll be glad to donate.
I'll be glad
Anybody.
to share.
That's
Absolutely.
Right in at Cause It's Monday podcast at gmail.com.
Right. I
I'll
will
be
donate
willing
half
to
my
donate.
ass. Right.
Yes.
At least half my ass. At least.
You lost your ass.
5,600 square inches. I'm probably sure that it doesn't have my name tattooed on one side or
That's
the
right.
other.
It's got no 23 markings on
That's
there.
right.
You're good.
But I mean, hey,
Listen, on a not very
I'm
lighter
sure.
note.
I'm sure that there are things that we did as children. Like, listen, all of our fathers had those wrinkles in their foreheads.
That's right.
right? And we all said, "Wow, I hope when I get old, I don't have wrinkles like that." But when you get older and you have children, you understand why said wrinkles exist.
Right.
Because a child will come to you and do or say something, and you just your forehead just goes, "Huh." Like
Right.
your face doesn't even do it. Your forehead goes, "Huh."
Yeah.
And that's how the wrinkles get there, because your face goes, "Huh," and it just stays there until they stop talking and you can actually process what they said and understand maybe where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And then the forehead starts to go, oh, and then it relaxes. But then they open their mouth immediately again, and then your forehead goes, "Huh."
Yeah.
And then so it's just constantly in this.
It's just a vicious circle of crap.
Right.
That happens on your foot. Also, your stress level goes up. Your high blood pressure goes up. Let's see. You might lose feeling in your extremities after a while because you just get so fucking pissed off and tense that
Yeah.
muscle just dies.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
like, I can't feel my fingers.
Yeah, I've been squeezing my
Mainly
fingers
because you've
for
been
an hour
squeezing
now.
the shit out of something when you leave the house. Like, you motherfucker. That's right.
But listen, there we were not without this when we were kids, right? Our parents did things a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
And they tried to teach us said way,
Yeah.
and then we had our own opinion. Great example of that is I just watched a documentary the other day. It's called Trainwreck, and it's on Woodstock '99.
Yeah, that was
Right.
bad.
First of all, what a blast from the past! All the bands, all
Yeah,
the right.
yeah.
But
Cheryl, show us
the-
your tits.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The documentary was basically on the inadequacies of the organizers who organized.
Piss poor planning.
Right, the piss poor planning and the no follow through with
No.
with I mean, you can't just have porta potties out there for a day and then never clean them,
Dude.
for 3 days, and you have to have adequate food and you have to but that was the downfall of this music festival, which caused an uprising, which caused on the final day for the event to be trashed, i.e., fire department called, SWAT team with riot gear called to clear people out, that kind of thing. But if you listen to the music of our generation, if you listen to the Rage Against the Machine, fuck you, I won't do what you told me.
That's right.
Fuck you, I won't do what you told me. Or you listen to the Limp Bizkits, where he most of his songs are about coming up with no dad, coming up with no mom, coming up in hardship, coming up with a family, but it doesn't seem like the family pays attention to what you want, right? So our generation is no different than like the hippie-ish, yeah, man, generation where the kids didn't feel like the parents could relate.
Right.
And the biggest thing I hear now from the children in my life is this isn't the same time as when you grew up. Everything is different. You don't understand. Well, to the adults, everything is the same. The adults like you and I, because we get up, we go to work, we pay bills, everything's the same. But the kids, I mean, the world is going to be different for them in a ways that we won't understand because we aren't of that generation.
The only thing that I see that's that different is most of it is done online now.
Well, you're so much cooler online.
I mean, that's what I hear.
Mr. Brad Paisley tells us that.
I mean, also, Will Smith tells us parents just don't understand.
That's right.
That's fine.
I mean, that's from our generation. The DJ Jazzy Jeff, parents just don't understand. Google that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't Google the
I
new
had that on a record.
Fresh Prince show because it's depressing.
Yeah.
Anywho, no Phil in there. Nobody, DJ Jazzy Jeff flying out the front door. There's none of that anymore in the new show.
Yes,
Have
there
you
is.
watched it?
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. It's gross.
Uncle Phil is Uncle Phil,
Uh-huh.
but not the Uncle Phil he did.
Right.
Right? And the butler isn't the same butler.
Right. Exactly my point.
But
Aunt
he's
Viv
the-
is not
but-
two Aunt Vivs. You know what I'm saying? There was two.
There was two Aunt Vivs.
You didn't know? You don't remember that? The
No.
original Aunt Viv was like for a couple seasons, and then they had to replace her because she wanted more money.
Oh,
So
yeah,
then they
no.
put the
See,
other
this
Aunt
one
Viv.
has just one Aunt Viv.
That's right.
That's right.
No,
But
thank you.
But if you do watch the show, the daughter in that show is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's fine. And there's gonna be differences. There's gonna be everything is more accessible these days for kids.
Listen,
That's the only difference that I see.
What I'm talking about is that girl in that room back there. My girlfriend's 15-year-old. It is more important to her about likes, shares, clicks, views.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Than it is,
Yeah.
Getting a good education,
Right.
going to college. That's all more important.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. That's the major difference. Is everything is online.
Cupping mic.
That's right.
We're doomed as a society.
You ain't shitting on me. Yeah. Because now that so many clips. Did you see the clip on speaking of Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil, where he had to tell the girl that you're going to have to get a job to make money.
No.
And she starts
I would have
crying.
loved to have seen
No. Like she was getting murdered, crying. That she has to get a job to make money. Are you fucking
I know
kidding
somebody
me?
else needs to see that. But
Yeah. What you know what's really different besides the online stuff for the kids? The coddling.
yeah, listen.
Coddling.
My girlfriend's son, who's almost 18. Okay, we'll call him 18. The difference between 18 and 15 in I need to work and make money is substantial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No. I mean, their viewpoints. Like if you ask her, what do you want to do when you grow up? She goes, I don't want to work.
Right.
I have no idea. I don't want to work. What do you mean you don't want to work? You have to work. Well, I don't want to work.
Right. All right. I know.
Whereas he gets up and he goes to work.
Well, I mean, that's subject to.
Of course, he's trying to save for car and all that stuff right now. But, because we made a deal with him. And, he didn't honor his side of the deal. So now he's going to buy his own car.
Right. Also, that doesn't come without reservations about said work.
Oh,
little different from our generation.
He bitches nonstop about work.
Yeah.
But what the interesting part is when he goes to work and his boss says, do this and do it this way because that's the way we need it done. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't necessarily bitch about having to do it. He bitches about having to do it the way they want him to do it.
Which is inherently the baseline problem
right.
in all of this.
Right.
Is they want it their way. Well, I'm sorry, not everything's Burger King.
Well, listen,
it's just not going to happen.
Listen, sorry, there was a...
What did your dad tell you when you said, I want it my way? Not the Backstreet Boys or the NSYNC way, your way.
Well, he would say, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Do what in one hand?
Well, you don't have to censor. You
other.
don't have to yourself. This is a podcast. You would tell you to go shit in one hand and
one
want
hand,
the other.
That's exactly
see which
right.
one fills up faster.
That's right. Yeah. But you can't say that anymore because, again...
Oh, I do.
Speaking of guns, triggers people.
Well, I mean, speaking of guns, we still have another.
Well, listen, it's a kind of a sad story. I mean,
okay.
Speaking of kids doing silly things,
hold on, wait for it. Wait,
15-year-old girl.
Wait, hold on. I gotta prepare for this.
Prepare for what?
Hold on.
Are we gonna put some pop? You know what music on or?
No. Ready?
All right. Wait for it.
Here we go.
Do. That's right.
Go for it. Sad story.
I'm gonna have to
Cupping
mics. Baltimore yesterday. A 15-year-old girl was accidentally shot and killed by a 9-year-old boy who was playing with a loaded gun. Baltimore police said so. That's right. So the girl was playing on the front porch Saturday night in West Baltimore, not West Philadelphia, where I was not born and raised. When she was shot
is that distracting?
in the head, it is, but it's hilarious though. But it's not hilarious because the story sucks. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Is what I'm
Listen,
saying.
all right. So the reason why,
But listen, the reason why they were playing with a loaded gun is because the auntie, whatever you want to call it, is a security guard, armed security guard.
Right.
And she left her pistola out.
Mm-hmm.
And the 9-year-old boy grabbed it and went, let's go play you-know-whats and you-know-whats, because I can't. Native Americans and law enforcement officers. Game.
Yeah.
Because you can't say the other one anymore because it's not.
You can't say we can't. Let's go play Cowboys and Indians. You can't say that.
That's insensitive. You haven't read the pamphlet, the memo yet? That's
No.
insensitive. You can't call them Indians.
Why? Oh, because idiot. Okay, I got it. Yeah, okay.
Right.
So let's go play
I don't
Native
give a
American
fuck,
and Cowboy.
but, yeah, I'm just saying.
Which, if they played the game correctly and historically, the Cowboy would end up dead in the middle of the
That's
field every time. But you listen.
Also, the little cap guns don't come with anthrax blankets. Anyway, I digress.
It was smallpox, but
Whatever.
When you said anthrax blankets, I just thought of the band Anthrax when you said that. Yeah, it's playing music. Why won't it shut the fuck up? Right. So, listen. The reason why, when he was going through these stories, I told him to present it was because that should have never happened.
No.
Okay. There are only 4 reasons to ever get shot. Okay.
Ooh.
4 reasons.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 pillars of gun safety. Okay. You never point a gun at something you don't want to destroy. You never place your finger on the trigger unless you are prepared to destroy.
Correct.
Okay. You never have a loaded firearm unless you're prepared to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And you never point a gun at any person
Ever.
or thing or anywhere in a safe direction when said is loaded.
Mm-hmm.
So if that gun was properly stored, now there's several rules of thought on properly stored. So the law technically states, or the guideline technically states, unloaded ammunition separate from gun.
Right.
But if you're using that gun for said self-defense, that rule makes no fucking sense. No. Because am I supposed to, when someone breaks into my house, go into my safe, get my gun, then go into another safe and get my ammunition for it, and then load said gun, and then, no. I'm going to the safe, I'm popping it open, and you're getting whatever I grab.
Right.
I mean, whatever I grab is what you're getting shot with.
Yeah.
Now, The kid obviously had played with toy guns or whatever before.
Right.
Right.
Which we all
It
have.
is a law in my house, even with Nerf guns. The only thing we let them get away with is squirt guns. But Nerf guns, anything that shoots an actual projectile,
Yeah.
is not pointed at a person
No.
or a living thing.
You gotta poke your eye out with that.
That's right. No. So BB guns,
We're gonna lose the house.
Nerf guns, all the way down to the Cracker Barrel rubber band guns.
Ooh,
Don't get pointed at people.
No.
Okay. And my 5-year-old knows better gun safety than most people.
That's correct.
Okay. She knows not to touch them. She knows that if she sees one to run. That's why I don't pull my guns out and like clean them in front of the 5-year-olds.
Right.
Right. That's not the proper time to do that.
No.
Right. So my guns get cleaned when there's nobody here. Right. Which is why they're never cleaned. And I have appropriate time to do so.
Right.
Right. So listen, some people say keep them separate. The ammunition, the gun. If you want to do that, I don't have a problem with that. But I think it's an extra step that in the moment you won't need.
Right.
Or it's just be an extra step it's redundant. Right. I am a firm believer though that when you clean your firearm, there should be no ammunition present, because that's how people get shot when they're cleaning their firearms.
That's
right. Oh, I didn't know it was loaded. Well, there shouldn't be ammunition around it to begin with.
No.
Okay. And on top of that, when you go, like when I show you a new gun I have, what's the first thing I tell you? It's loaded.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable holding a loaded gun?
Right.
If you say no, I would unload it.
Means finger off the trigger.
Right.
Nowhere near the trigger.
Finger off the trigger, safety on.
Yeah.
If there is a safety.
Yeah.
Right. And don't point at me. Don't point at the kids. Don't
No.
point. Right. Everybody knows that when they come to my house, that if I'm showing you my firearms, first of all, it's because you're in the circle, and that's a circle. And second of all, that I trust you holding that firearm and not shooting yourself or anybody else in this house.
Yeah.
Right. So you're a trained armed security guard.
That's right.
First of all, laughable, because, well, that's just my personal theory on security guards. You can't do that here. Go fuck yourself. What authority do you have to tell me I can't do that here?
Right.
You're a fucking paid employee hourly like I am.
Correct.
You just have a silly little paper badge on your shoulder that says you're security guard.
That's
So
right.
go fuck yourself.
I know my rats.
But armed security guard, I know that you have to have a firearms license, you have to have training, you have to do all that stuff. But obviously, she was either lazy or doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Because why wasn't your gun stored properly?
I mean, I have several ideas. None of them I can share publicly.
If I am wearing,
Is what I'm saying.
if I am carrying a firearm and I come home, let's say I go out with the fam, let's say we go to the mall, right? And we're walking around the mall, we come home from the mall. The first thing that happens when I get home is I return to my safe, I take off my firearm, and it goes in the safe,
That's right.
right? I may or may not unload it and leave it in the safe unloaded, but the ammunition is right next to it,
Right.
right? But my law is no firearms worn in the house. It's like Dodge City.
That's
Okay.
right.
And there's no playing of firearms in the house. There's no, that means Nerf guns and all that. You want to play with Nerf guns, shit, you go outside.
Yeah.
Right. It's all about teaching kids proper safety.
Right.
If that kid's mom would have sat him down for 5 minutes and said, look, this is mommy's tool for work. Okay. And it can really, really, really hurt you or somebody else. Never touch this. Ever.
Right.
If you see it, walk away.
Right. That's a general practice that should be kept. But according to the article, read it for yourself is what I'm saying, because I cannot make comments on why said firearm was out
Right.
and why it might have been not
Unloaded.
properly trained as to storing said firearm, not in the reach of any children, is what I'm saying.
Listen, it's motherfuckers that buy a gun and have a job like that or don't have a job like that, but they
Right.
buy a gun and they come home and they put it on top of their dresser, or they put it in the nightstand drawer because my kid will never touch it, or would it? No, you can't.
No.
Listen, you can't do that. It has to be properly stored in either a safe, a lockbox, or something that locks. I don't care if you buy yourself an old set of school lockers, right, from the fucking Thrifty Way for $20 and you bring it home and you use that. I don't care as long as it locks.
Right.
Right. There should be no shotgun under the bed. There should be no shot. Now I know lots of people. You and I both know a man who will verbally tell you, "I have a gun hidden in every room of the house."
That's
at least
for sure.
one. At least
right
one.
next to the toilet.
But does he have children at home?
No.
No. It's him and his wife.
And when he does, they have their grandchildren every once in a while.
He puts them away.
He puts them away
That's right.
to where they cannot get to it. Now, this man, if he ever runs out of toilet paper and or gets a home invasion, I pray for you, sir. I pray
That's
for
right.
you.
That's right. Good luck.
Because he has access to a firearm everywhere.
That's
I
right.
wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't put one in the dishwasher when it's not being used.
Well, he'll tell you I wear 2 at all times.
That's yeah.
Yeah. So when he's sitting there on
Primary, secondary is what he has.
when he's
all- at
sitting
all
in his
times.
armchair in his fucking tidy whities, imagine that. Where's that Derringer hidden?
Good thing he's a mentally balanced dude because
He is. He's
what
a
if the
good
batteries run out in the remote and he gets
Yeah.
all fucking pissed off and just God damn it.
I mean, we laugh, but it's not funny. But yeah.
It's not, but he's that dude. But like I said,
So in closing, ladies and gentlemen, in closing,
it's-
because we're at time.
but
But
we are at time.
in closing, okay, don't put add-ons onto your house that only make it viable by you again. First of all,
Right.
second of all, don't get no impossible meats
No.
in your life.
No. You want to eat plant-based diets? Fine. I'm fine with that.
Eat them, but
Eat 'em.
And in closing,
Yeah.
also
Put your guns away.
Put your guns away and store them properly.
Yeah.
Be a good human being. Be a good American.
I mean,
Don't
or
be a
Canadian,
dick.
You know, Canadian.
Love thy neighbor. We're out of here.
Don't love that neighbor too much.
That's right.